Hey, it's AAA, and welcome back to Rainbow Six Siege Unranked with some post-game commentary. This was a very fun game on Oregon. Yes, it's on Oregon. Even I swing the vote on ban over to Villa. This is one of the last of the backlog episodes. This is back during the audio glitch. There it is. Where sometimes you just can't talk in game. This was a particularly fun... I remember the defense on this one very well. I don't remember the attack like at all. Because on defense, I play an operator who got buffed right after this season ended. And who now is probably about to get nerfed on the test servers this coming week. Because they are talking about changes, which will probably be more recoil, to the MX4 Storm and the P-Roni. Neither of which I think are needed. I think the MX4, if they decide she's too good, just take away her 1.5 again. The P-Roni, take away the 1.5 on Mozzie. It's really that simple. I don't know. They buff the gun, and then are going to nerf it more than they buffed it. Probably. There's also going to be, quote, changes to people like Wamai, Castle, Oryx. I'm really excited to see what the test server brings, but one of the big things I noticed also is changes to the Capcan trap, which is interesting. Also, odd bans. We've got a Dokkaebi ban. Do I need to censor that? I don't know. I don't think I have to censor that. I might anyways. But I'm not certain. So we got a Mab, a Fuse, a Sledge. I'm debating if they're going to be first or top floor or bottom floor. That's my hovering on Goyo, because Goyo is very good on basement. I bring the Ace, because this is before his nerf. It's really hard for me to use the AK now, if I'm honest. It is very hard to control. I'm not a huge fan of the recoil changes, because I think they hurt the casual player base a lot. I think I have the... Yeah, I have the mic bug. Also, I don't think I need to censor that word. It's not a good word, but in and of itself, it's not inherently bad. So I don't think I'm going to censor it. They're not in basement, so they are top floor. Probably. I've seen a few people, like in unranked games recently, picking meeting room first, which is weird. But, yeah. They got Mozzie and Kaid. I'm someone who really enjoys playing Mozzie, but is also a big fan of the Commando. I don't mind them taking the 1.5 off the Roni. It just means I'll go back to the Commando, the gun I prefer anyways. They have not reinforced Attic at all. I don't even know what's going on in team chat there. There's me not noticing they already shut out the camera. It was very confused. Still not reinforced, Trip. It's kind of funny watching these older games where I don't remember every detail of them. Because I can kind of rightfully criticize some of the weird stuff I'm doing. Like, I've not droned out the site at all. I just still have my drone outside the wall I can breach. Which I'm starting to realize, do I have to breach? There's me trying to talk in game, but realizing there's no one there. Because of the mic stuff. So yeah, I've got... I don't know why I was having weird disconnecting in the corner. Am I gonna go here? Yeah, I'm gonna freak at it. What purpose? Don't know. One wall I really never breach that I really ought to breach. I don't breach master side nearly as much as I should. I see the frost trap kind of. I don't think I call it out though. But obviously seeing someone die to the end of the 9mm lets me know that there's a frost trap. Did I not notice the frost trap directly underneath? It's in frame for so long. I think my teammate got the frost match. Edit. Mark the frost. Yeah. I very nice thread the needle with that shot. But yeah, the gridlock saved my butt. Oh, the Fuse gets mad at me for being a stolen kill when he didn't actually land shots, it didn't look like. That's just me being confused. Trip confused at a game of Siege? Impossible. Sorry again for the creepy chair. Still don't have a new chair. Because I don't technically live here. I don't know what to do. I feel like this is a good video since I'm playing Ace in the beginning and I play Alibi, spoilers, in the second half. Ace has gotten a recoil nerf. Sounds like Alibi is about to get one. How do you deal with it? Like, how do you deal when they change guns recoils? In a game where you have hundreds of hours. Like, where they're using recoil to try and rebalance the operators. Yeah, they're in the basement. Sound. I don't know. Some people will just say, well, just get better aim. Yeah, well, it's not really that easy. Like, you can train, you can get better. But a game that's on the decline, do you want to spend, you know, more hours learning the gun recoils again? Here's me figuring out that there's my glitch. I think the mic glitch also came with some server issues, as you can see from top right. Because this was before I came to where I am now, where I have worse connection. Yeah. It's very satisfying when you're able to pull something like that off. Realistically, I should be putting the Claymore at the place I just opened and rotating through pillars, but what I'm doing here isn't too bad because I'm cutting off the rotate. Oh, the slowest peak of life. I really need to get out of the habit of doing that, especially because I know how to quick peek now. I just never do it. I forget. I go for the kill, I thirst for the kill and die to the Donwed. Then I die to the frost. But hey, he died by my hand. Apparently it was a headshot. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. Because if you headshot, they should be dead, not down. I don't know. We are 3-0 going into the... I'm apologizing to the Mozzie. I mean it genuinely, but I've actually talked to people about me doing this. Apparently some people consider that like BM. When I mean it like in a genuinely like I'm sorry you didn't deserve to die that way, that was some, you know, game bullcrap. We have a Thermite, so I'm going on the Nomad. Love Nomad. I've not played her nearly enough this last season. The Thermite switched to IQ, so I switched to Ace. In the games from this season, you will notice a lot less ace. Because I have not gone through the time to try and master the AK's new recoil pattern. Don't know if I will. Especially because the 5.56 XI is just, it's a really good gun. You know, it feels good in my hands. And I'm competent with Habana's gun. I don't like it. I really don't like Habana. But I don't mind. Go back top floor. Definitely a vigil. Oh yeah, but the attic is soft. This is one of the few maps where I'm still in the habit of when I spawn the same place basically every time. Just because both of the... Actually, really, all three objectives you play, you get that spawn is safe from most spawn peaks. It's a really good place to start off. Because if they're in basement, you can just walk into double door. If they're in second floor, you can rappel up to attack from armory. You can attack from attic. You can... Basically, you have access to every entrance bar, master closet. I skirt past the Mozzie pest, because I'm good at video games. Breaking the attic. I don't have to do it this way. This is just to save time. Besides, they already know the map is there. And they should. I don't actually know if that drone that was just chilling there was mine or theirs. I didn't ping it and check. I throw my my Selma too early, only to notice that attic, trophy to attic, is just wide open. Of course, I droned it all out. I know that there's no one over there, but I can't tell them that without typing it out loud. Going to plant default, especially because they don't have a rotate. Going to hold default from the window. This is a very good way to play it, especially if you have drone or any sort of coverage on the diffuser, whether that's a claymore, whether that's an air jab, gridlock spikes, anything like that. Calling it out to nobody. But the yellow pings are very helpful. Get the bandit. Breaking out, I kill the yellow. Last up the Jaeger. Kills our fuse. And I drop down, play it safe. Wait for him to have to defuse. And then he gets off before I can get the headshot. I want to save his KD. I'm 5-1. Going into the defense. Going to Mira for Kids Dorm. I don't remember this round, if I'm honest. I assume we lose it. How we lose it, I don't know. Yeah, we definitely lose it. But I don't know, based on the video's runtime, I don't remember how we lose it. It is kind of crazy that Attack won all 3 rounds there on Oregon. Normally Oregon is seen as pretty defender-sided, from my understanding. To be fair, they never at any point reinforced attic wall, which doesn't help. I'm still learning how to set up this side as Mira. Like, I have how I like to do it, but I've been told how I do it is not technically optimal. Though for how I play Mira, you should also have someone playing, you know, in attic side. Weird piece of floating debris. To siege things. Also, this rotate is terrible, and I can cover it. It's bad. Oh, the rook reinforces next one. That's what it is. Why does that happen to me all the time? Maybe probably because I solo queue. Or duo queue. I hope you know if that rook had started reinforcing over that rotate hole, I would have killed him. He's a level 23, so I'm no longer. Here I am explaining to the rook. Because at this point I didn't think I would be using this game. Also, I left a little robot charm. I need to re-equip it onto this gun. Also, with a Mira, these days you want a castle or a Rooney on this window behind me. Because Rook has become more prominent. As well as other threats like Osa. I've even been seeing more Amaru. We have no one playing Master Side. The only one we did was a Pulse, who was only kind of playing Master Side and is now dead. Realistically, you'd want someone like Mute hanging out over there. Or Rook, but probably Mute. Smoke on second floor is questionable. Unless, like, you're playing game. But he's not. He's playing Fox. Dies to a glass, which is interesting. I YOLO out of Nitro. Get nothing but a destroyed gadget for my trouble. Smoking headshot out of glass, who I barely tickle. It's done by a Zofia charge. Lots of smokes. Monty in game. And our smoke is dead. There's really no one to stop him. Planting. I basically leave my Mira behind because they've gotten full control of it. I somehow missed a headshot on the Monty. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I get picked off because I just simply forget there's a class over there. And the Mute just tries to retreat? The Mute tried to retreat. Wanted to save KD, I guess. Match point. I think this is when we go basement. And I pull out the clutch. Come on. The Alibi. No. I realize we have a smoke to play elbow. So I go, I know who I'll play. I'll play Alibi. This is... Smoke doesn't have a shield! What? Oh no! Smoke didn't bring a shield! And this is another thing I've seen pay attention on, whether you reinforce to right, left, or neither. These days I reinforce right, not left. But another thing I have to get better at, making rotate holes with Bailiff. My friend Galaxy and I occasionally will like do 1v1s. We don't do them very often, but we've done a few this season. I might, in some of them, I might have to practice things like making rotate holes. Because I decided to play corner, or elbow, because no one else does. Thankfully, the Mute understands that you don't reinforce both of those. As you can see, this is pre-buff Alibi. We still have the Hollow. She'll probably... I don't think they're gonna... I hope they don't buff her recoil. They really shouldn't. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. I hope they just revert back to hollow instead of the 1.5. If they're gonna nerf her at all. I could see them doing a small recoil change to the Pironi, similar to what they did to... Yeah. If it's a minute in and no one's even broken that door, you know they're not going to push elbow. Well, I should not be doing this after I get a door break. Should not have done that then. But I did. And the Ying. Another Ab I've been playing a lot. Because she's really strong right now. Ying gets 2 free headshots. It is now a 2v5. The Italian versus... Maestro picks up the pick on the Ying. Loser is barricaded off. Maestro gets a nice headshot into SS the Goat. They are acing Maverick. The ace drops Mav. Get the ping on the Sledge and the Maverick, who are coming from Laundry, with an ace in Garage. Very nice headshot on the carrier. Smoke pushing the frags. I get a nice flick on the head that I probably didn't deserve. It's a 1v1. Maestro's doing great cams, holding the rope to refire. Thankfully, the MX has a decent amount of ammo, so they will rotate. And thankfully drop the ace and win the game. Finishing 8-2. A very nice 5-round game on Oregon. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the changes to Ace and the incoming changes to Alibi. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that jazz. We have another 30 seconds, which I think might be an alpha pack. I'll say my peace out guys now, because I don't actually know what I do here. I think it's an alpha pack. Yeah, this was back in Crimson Heist. It's an epic. Not too bad.
Hello, what's happening? It's that man in black and green. Sometimes sweet and saccharine. Sometimes he be as mad as me. Insanity, persistently, forever.